Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Loveland, and you can call me LAR'RIS. Here I create content for lovers and sweethearts. I identify as a lover and a sweetheart, and if you do too, this channel is for you. Today I want to talk really quickly about growth and introspection. You know what? I realized that even though I'm at the early stages of making content for this channel, I don't want to assume that just because you identify as a lover and a sweetheart that you are like me. I already know that, but I just want to come out here and make a statement. And the statement that I want to make is, we're not all the same. I am introspective. And so as I'm making content and thinking about things that I want to share on the channel, I realize I'm funneling those thoughts through me, like how I am as a person, how I see the world, not just because I'm a lover, but also all the other things about me that make me me. And one of the things that makes me me is my ability to be introspective. Now, I'm self-aware too, but I have blind spots. But I also don't want to think that you're just like me, because you're not. We may all be lovers and sweethearts, but there's certain things about us that make us different and unique. And some of us may be introspective, some of us may not be. Some of us may be self-aware, some of us may not be. It doesn't mean we're not loving people. So if you're not introspective, if you're not self-aware, I want to encourage you to learn how to become more introspective and self-aware. And here's the reason why. It's for growth. When we can understand ourselves, we can grow. Not only can we grow, we can love better when we understand ourselves. When we understand ourselves and know where we need to work on certain things, where we're doing great in certain areas, it just helps us overall as a person. Not just because we're loving, but it helps us. It helps us to love better. So I personally believe that love is deep. I also personally believe you can't be a lover and be opposed to depth. And being introspective, for some people, they think, oh, that's being too deep. You always in your head and you're thinking, no, it's not. It's levels to introspection. Just like there's levels to inspections, But what you don't want to be is surface level. And what you also don't want to be is out here living, doing, loving, and missing opportunities to grow as a person. It helps us to love ourselves better, to love other people better, and to love God better. So all of it works together. So don't be afraid of looking within. And when I say look within, I mean, if you have questions that come to your mind about, like, man, why do I do that? Why am I that way? Why do I respond to certain things that way? Those questions can be probes for you to help you understand you. And that's where introspection can begin. And then from there, you begin to seek out information that can possibly provide insight or answers to those questions that you have in your mind about yourself. We can also analyze other people, right? I think people do that a lot, especially nowadays, psychoanalysis on people, assessments on people. Like, people can not size people up, but analyze people all day. But I think we would do better as a society if we would analyze ourselves, and if we would introspect ourselves and learn what we need to learn about ourselves so that we can become better people. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. That is the journey of life. That is the process of growth and development. Now, I don't know if I said this already, but let me go ahead and say this. I am a growth and development girly. Like, I enjoy self-improvement, self-development, personal growth. I'm for that all day. Another thing about me that I think is important for you to know is I have been introspective for a majority of my life. So there's a certain way that I approach things because I am that way, and I've learned to be that way. But I have to understand everybody's not there. Everybody's not that. Again, even though you may be a kind-hearted, sweet loving person, it doesn't mean you can see yourself. And there are certain things about myself that I can't see, and I have blind spots, and so I have to get that information out, from people who can give that to me. But it's all a part of growth, especially when people are coming from a good place. If you have a relationship with those people, it's all a part of growth. But one thing about introspection and self-awareness, you don't need anybody to tell you. You can see it yourself. And even if you can't put your finger on it, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I could come up better in this particular area. It's just a way of analyzing and assessing yourself. And in case I haven't said this already, the reason why this is important is because this is where our growth is. Our growth and development is in our introspection. And as we grow and as we become better, we love better. See how all of it works together? So I just want to say, if I'm speaking and saying something, one, if you have questions about what I'm saying, please drop them in the comments, ask me. I will do my best to answer. And also, I just didn't want to come across, even at this early stage of creating content, to put us in a monolith and make it seem like we're all the same and we have the exact same profile and history. We don't. We share a common characteristic, which is love. But we don't all have the same profile and we don't all have the same history. But we all need to be introspective and self-aware because it helps us to love better, and it also helps us to grow. So that's all. That's all I want to say this time. Keep growing, or start growing if you're not already. It's no shame in that. It's no shame here. You have a great quality. We have a great quality, and it's love. But love helps us do so much, but there are other things that we need to go along with that so we can become even better lovers. So yeah, that's my thought for today, for this video. Stay loving, stay sweet, and I'll see you next time.